We taking this back to high school, baby. We're doing a PowerPoint presentation. In this one, we're going to be rating every single WrestleMania 42 bills. 4 categories. We don't get to them as we get to it, but without further ado, let's get started. Hit me with the first category. Burnt food, aka not good eats. You're not eating this no more. They burnt the kitchen. Get out the kitchen, Triple H. You are not cooking. It's bad. It's not looking good. So, first match in this category, Jade versus Rhea. That Twitter spat was way better than whatever they gave us. I don't know what it is. I heard a report that Jade really wanted to fight Charlotte, and Rhea really wanted to have a match in some form or fashion with Io, whether it's a tag match or one-on-one or whatever. And I guess they like, you know what, I kind of don't care, because this feud just did not hit. I will give WWE credit. They tried everything. They did a little faction thing. They did a little recreation of the Jimmy J Gunther thing last year, even though they didn't go all the way with it. They tried. I will say that. They tried. I'm not going to say they didn't do anything, but the promos wasn't it. The match against Michin was good, I will say that. But like the aftermatch brawls, even the bootleg Gunther Jimmy thing really didn't hit, because they didn't go all the way. If you want to do that and have Io get cooked, go all the way with it. They just didn't. So it's like, you know, and Michin and B-Fab joining Jade, no one takes them serious at all. So it was always like this level of like, I guess. But yeah, it's burnt food. I don't want to see this no more. Get him out the kitchen. Number 2. Come on now. Cody versus Randy. I don't have to explain this one. Why is Pat here? I don't know. I legit cannot tell you. I don't know why he's here. I don't know what purpose he has to this story at all. I get it. It's a government mandated TKO hire. I get it. But at least make it make sense. I've talked about it several videos. I'm not going to go too hard on this, but my lord. You had a layup. Heel turn, 10 out of 10, wouldn't change a thing. Next week it comes out, yeah, the voices in my head told me to snap, and I snapped. 20 years of history. And you put Pat McAfee in as the central figure, and he still has the championship. By the way, this past SmackDown, we walked up with he still has it. Like he still has the championship. This is not like a case of he's just holding it and then, he give it back to Randy. No, he still has the championship for like, 4 days later. I'm recording this on Tuesday, like 4 days later. I don't understand. Like, why is Randy Orton the main thing that started this whole thing with him winning the chamber and the heel turn just a background character? I don't get it. I just don't understand. Get him out the kitchen. He burnt the food. You had a chef's a 5-star chef special. Gordon Ramsay's finna cook it for you. But he said, hold on, wait a minute. I gotta change this phone call quick. Someone else cooked the food. He burnt it. You ruined it. Next up, Sammy versus Trick. They did mellow. I meant to put Ilya there too. But him and Ilya dirty. Because for months, they was putting in work in that mid-card division with the U.S. title. Week after week after week after week, U.S. title picture, you open challenge. They was doing great. He had a story there with Ilya, like, yeah, I need to get back to my former self. I don't got it in me. I need to get my confidence back. I thought they were going to push that to Mania and have that be this big Mania match. And then Ilya gets his, confidence back and gets the win, reclaiming the U.S. championship. No. It's like he had a match on SmackDown. We haven't seen him since. That's crazy. We haven't seen him like almost a month. What happened? Like, what happened? And then he introduced Sammy to the U.S. picture, and then he won it. Twice. He won it and then he defended again the next week and still won. And I'm like, why? Sammy and Trick did not need the U.S. title. I get it. You want to put the U.S. championship on Trick? Fine. I have no qualms with that. I agree with that. But there are ways you can go about it without just saying, hey, I understand you're doing great work with this title, but I'm going to need it off you to put it on this other guy. That's crazy. Like, if anything, just make it like a triple threat with Melo. Even add Ilya if you want to. Make it a fatal 4-way. Why not? But nope. They kind of just said, Melo, you did great, but we want this guy to make it the U.S. championship. To give him the U.S. championship. I don't agree. I don't understand it's for a bigger purpose, but the way they went about it, I do not agree with. Next up, Forgettable. Not bad, but I don't really think much about it, if any thoughts about it at all. First up, AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. I don't remember a single segment. Like straight up, I do not remember a single thing these two have done since Elimination Chamber. And I'm being so dead serious. I don't remember anything. The only thing I remember is Becky Lynch coming out. I think it was Bayley versus AJ Lee for the IC title. And Becky comes out. That's all I remember. I don't remember a single promo battle, promo video. I don't remember anything. And that's crazy. Maybe I just wasn't locked in, but I don't remember a single thing. So, hey, it is what it is. Next up, the 6-man IC title ladder match. Again, it was never going to get this crazy build. With matches like this, it's all predicated on the match itself. And honestly, this match might be a banger. Not gonna hold you. That one little segment he had this past Raw last night was good. Like I said, it's nothing crazy. It's not something I'm gonna be remember in like 5 months. No, even like a year or so. I'm not gonna remember this, but you know, it served its purpose. It got the 6 people in the match. I do wish that the qualifying matches took place on Raw and not main event, but hey, it is what it is. It was solid. Next up, speaking of being solid, Solid Eats. It was alright. You know what I mean? You know how you go to McDonald's, you're like, you know what? It was okay. Would I buy this again? If there's nothing around, maybe. If I'm just like, you know, I don't feel like spending that much money on food. Give me some cheap, quick and easy. You know what I mean? It's alright. It's not gonna satisfy your hunger too much. It's not gonna be like, oh man, I really want some of this. But you know, I'll take it. This is what this is. Solid Eats. First match, Punk versus Roman. That initial promo after the Royal Rumble, 10 out of 10. They was cooking. Like they were cooking. Then the first promo after Elimination Chamber, once again, they were cooking. They were doing great. But then it started to show a little crack, right? CM Punk got called old, and that would make him snap. Okay, sure. CM Punk took a shot at Roman's dad. That was like a whoa, that's crazy. But like, ask yourself, what is this feud about? So initially, I'm like, okay, it has to be about their past, right? They got history. They got, you know what I mean, last year and the Shield and all that, and the podcast. They mentioned it. They did. But that wasn't the entire point of this feud. Was it about part-time versus full-time? Man, not really. Punk kept mentioning it like every other promo, but that's not the point of the feud. What is the point? What is the story of this feud? I really just sat there and I'm like, wait, what is the story of this feud? I don't know. And especially that final promo battle going into Mania was just a glazing session, which it wasn't bad. Do not get me wrong. I had no problems with it. But if that's your go home promo battle in your main event of night 2 of WrestleMania, it's like, what are we doing? You know, so that's kind of soured on me a little bit. But is it the worst? No. Could it be better? Most definitely. Just like this next one, Vision and Speed versus Usos and LA Knight. This is no harm, no foul. It's okay. It served its purpose. It is kind of a little jarring that the Usos are like kind of sort of the heel in the whole Punk and Roman thing, where you're kind of acting a little abrasive, a little aggressive, and in this one they're the kind of the baby faces. It is a little crazy. It makes sense storyline wise, don't get me wrong, but it is a little jarring. Got Speed on the card. I have no problem with him being on the card at all. It's in the mid card, having fun. It's not going to be a super serious match. Do I wish LA Knight was in something different? Most definitely. But at least he's on the card at all. Which, with Io Sky not being on this card, it's saying something. So it is what it is. It's solid, fun, no harm, no foul. Next category, Good Eats. Generally good, some problems, but nothing crazy. This is something I'm like, all right, give it to me again. You know what I mean? I go to a restaurant, let me get the number 7. Yeah, number 7. Extra cheese. You get it, eat it. That's good. Next time come around, I might get that again. This is what this category is. Give it to me. Seth versus Gunther. You only had like 1 week to build it. Okay, so it's really hard to mess this up. You only had a week, so you didn't have too many opportunities to mess this up. And they did. Basically, the entire point of the story was, yo, Seth, I don't like how you being called the best wrestler in the world. You're not. I am. What's up with it? That's it. I got a favor with Paul Heyman. I got beef with you. That's it. That's the entire feud. And I got nothing else to say. That's it. Perfect. Simple. To the point. Not convoluted. Not this super, oh, but what about this? If you did that. And then, nope. Just simple. I think I'm better than you. What's up with it? Love it. Number 2. Demon Finn Balor versus Dom. I do think they could have gave him more TV time. I think after the initial heel turn, he had like one more like little battle. And that was it. Right, because they had the little brawl after he tried to have a match with JD McDonough, and it was like just a brawl, and that's it. I do think they should have a little bit more interactions, but is this anything crazy bad? No, I don't mean nothing like glaringly bad to say about it. I do think they should have kept the Demon a surprise at WrestleMania. I do think that would have been great, but ticket sales are down. You gotta sell them tickets. You gotta get to spoiling. So I got nothing else to really say about this. Generally good. A couple problems, not much. Next category, gourmet. These are top tier feuds. You feel me? Top tier. Love it. Come on, give it to me. 4-way women's tag. It should have been a TLC match, but I am not complaining. The whole thing about the Bella twins though is kind of a little confusing because you're hedging your bets on the Bellas being there. I get it. They're probably going to win it, right? They're the favorite to win it. I'll probably make my prediction videos tomorrow. But yeah, this whole thing, I do think you could have just put Asuka and Kairi in their place with no issues at all. But hey, it is what it is. I enjoyed it. The build has been good. The matches, the individual one-on-one matches have been good. The one Bayley versus Charlotte, that was good. Alexa versus Bayley on SmackDown, that was good. Overall, I really enjoyed this build. Again, it was super simple with nothing convoluted. It's just 4 teams going at it. Simple, easy, good. Next, Brock versus Oba, big meaty men slapping meat. That's all you need. I'm a beast, you a beast. Who's the bigger beast? That is it. Like literally, that is it. That's all you need to do. Oba had that phenomenal promo last night. That's it. That's all you need. That's literally all you need. No convoluted, nothing super crazy. I'm a beast, you a beast. Fight me. That's it. Love it. 10 out of 10. Next up, Drew versus Jacob. Pure hatred. Good hands. Okay, I do think they should have just made this a world title match. Make it a fatal 4-way. You know, kept Drew champion. Do the little Cody Randy thing. Put it together with the Drew and Jacob thing. And there you go. Fatal 4-way. You had a layup, but you Brandon Knighted it. You missed the layup. But this feud right here, top tier. They did a great job. The brawl, especially that one on SmackDown, that was great. Security sucks, by the way. Like Jesus Christ, they kind of just stood there and watched them get packed up. That's crazy. But overall, great build. I don't got too much to say about it. Shout out to them. And last but not least, Liv versus Stephanie, pure hands and a little bit racially motivated. Not gonna hold you. The stuff they were saying to each other are kind of crazy. Calling your people's moms or types of things and saying, yeah, you're this and you're that. And I'm like, whoa, buddy. You grew up poor, you grew up rich, you grew up in a pig. I'm like, yo, chill. It was getting a little crazy, but overall they've been getting like 20-second segments, but they are making those 20 seconds count. Okay, last week they had the little they knocked heads into each other with the little knot. That was crazy. This past Monday they were throwing good hands in the ring. You know what I mean? That was good. You ain't getting much time, but they making the count. That's what matters. But in the end, that was a semi-decent Mania. I do think the bad is more glaringly obvious than the good. Do I think this is the worst Mania build of all time? No, I don't think it is. But is it anywhere near as good as WrestleMania 40? No, it just isn't. If I had to give this overall WrestleMania build a rating, I'd give it about a 4.5, 5. It's okay. It could be a lot better, but it can definitely be a lot worse. But in the comments, let me know your thoughts. Do you agree with my ranking? Let me know yours in the comments. While you're down there, hit that subscribe button and that like button. Hit that noti bell and take a shower.